There is no time to report on everything that had happened. The day was very eventful itself. We are so about to bring you up to speed as quickly as possible today, so subscribe if you're not with us yet, drop like to this video and write in the comments below what matches you have watched yesterday. Let's start with one-liner news. Here we go. Van Dijk is about to miss the rest of the season due to a cruciate ligament rupture. Real Madrid lost in La Liga for the first time since March. The 15 matches unbeaten run was interrupted. Sergio Ramos was injured in the match against Cadiz, and it's left only 7 days to El Clasico. Ramos injured his knee in a tackle with forward Anthony Lozano. While the severity of the injury is unknown, Mark admits that replacement is a precautionary measure. Buffon is the first Serie A footballer to play 650 matches. Bravo GG! Getafe beat Barcelona for the first time in 9 years. This is the first victory over a club from La Liga's Big Three under head coach José Bordalas. Guardiola won 500 matches as a coach. Arsenal lost to Man City in the EPL for the 7th time in a row. The longest streak was only against Leeds 44 years ago. Müller was the first to make 150 assists in Bundesliga, a historic point for Thomas in the match against Armenia. Bale is the only one at Real Madrid who refused to cut his salary last season. Ibrahimovic is the oldest goal scorer in the Milan derby. He is 39 years and 14 days old. AC Milan have scored for the first time since 1973 in 24 consecutive Serie A match days. The Rossoneri squad is gaining grounds like in the old days. It's going to be tough for Chelsea to win titles by missing so many shots, said Timo Werner after the match against Southampton. Chelsea have conceded 3 goals at home in the EPL for the first time under Lampard. Players have made 5 productive mistakes in 5 match days. Simeone has 200 wins in 330 La Liga games at the head of Atletico. Congratulations! Kepa conceded 5 goals after 7 lost shots on target against Chelsea. Marco Reus scored in the Bundesliga for the first time in 8.5 months. The captain of Borussia put the team ahead in the match against Hoffenheim. In the match against Celta, Atletico forward Luis Suarez scored his 150th goal in La Liga, 147 for Barcelona and 3 for Atletico. Liverpool is unbeaten by Everton 23 games in a row. It is the club's record streak in games with one opponent. In the 11th matchday of the Scottish Championship, Celtic lost to Steven Gerrard's Rangers, 0-2. Calvert-Lewin is the first player in the top 5 leagues in Europe to score 10 goals in all competitions this season. Salah netted his 100th goal for Liverpool in his 159th appearance. Only 2 players in the history of the club have done it faster, Roger Hunt and Jack Parkinson. Zlatan is the best player in Serie A. He comes right after Ronaldo and Van Basten. Football Italia quoted Antonio Cassano. Barca players are unhappy with the club's behavior in the negotiations of a pay cut and appeal to Bartomeu about that. The coronavirus is an incredible thing. You won't understand until you experience it yourself. I don't want anyone to go through this because that's not easy to handle, Sadio Mané said about his experience. Robinho left Santos a week after signing the contract. The player is accused of a rape act. Inter can break the hegemony of Juventus in Italy. They have strengthened enough, said Carlo Ancelotti in an interview with Sky Sport Italia. After all good things that happened to us, it was necessary to get a good hit in the face. This is how Jurgen Klopp commented on the crushing defeat from Aston Villa. Neymar will definitely play with Manchester United. He has no problems at all. The goal quotes the head coach of PSG, Thomas Tuchel. Scandalous fame and skill don't give Ronaldo a privilege to lie and be arrogant, said Vincenzo Spadaroffa. There were many interesting matches yesterday. It was pretty difficult to decide what to watch. So all the results are on your screens. And finally, let's move on to the main news of the episode. Leipzig continues to hold the lead in the Bundesliga. Julian Nagelsmann's team got an away victory over Augsburg. 0-2. Angelino and Poulsen scored a goal each. We'll especially point out Dani Olmo's assistant double. However, mind that Bayern and Borussia Dortmund are catching up with the Bulls. Bayern Munich defeated Arminia 4-1. Lewandowski and Müller scored a brace each. Also, Robert and Thomas made an assist each. Borussia had a tough away win over Hoffenheim thanks to a goal from Royce. Holland provided a striking pass and Marcus slotted at home. After the intensive match day, the tournament table looks like this. Serie A was very delightful to watch this Saturday. Let's start with the amazing Napoli, who unexpectedly defeated Atalanta 4-1. It is worth noting that Gattuso's team scored 4 goals in the first 45 minutes. Lozano's double and Politano with Osimhen scored once each. In the second half, the guests put themselves in shape and had a consolation goal with the help of Sam Lammers. Juventus brought an unpleasant surprise to their fans, a 1-1 draw in an away game against the outsider Crotone. In the 12th minute, Simi scored an opener, and on the 21st minute, Morata equalized after an assist of Chiesa. Federico also distinguished himself in a negative way. In the 60th minute, the Juventus newbie was sent off the pitch. Zlatan Ibrahimovic is the main character in the Milan derby. Zlatan scored a brace in the first half within 4 minutes. What a week for the Swedish! He defeated the coronavirus and defeated Inter. Conte's team answered with a goal from Lukaku, 2-1. Yesterday, Milan was definitely colored red and black. After the matches were played, the tournament table looks as follows. The Merseyside derby was eagerly awaited. Everton was in the lead in the table, and Liverpool had a desire to bring down the principal rivals. The result of the confrontation is a 2-2 tie. Mane and Salah scored from the side of Liverpool, Keane and Calvert-Lewin scored for Everton. The most controversial episode was the cancelled goal of Jordan Henderson in extra time. Judging by the replays, there was no offside, but the referees, even with the help of VAR, couldn't see this mistake. Let's move on. Chelsea again was very bad in the defensive line. 3-3 at home against Southampton. The Blues had an excellent match with Werner. Timo made it twice and provided an assist to Kai Havertz. Guardiola defeated his apprentice, Mikel Arteta. Manchester City vs Arsenal 1-0. The only goal of the match was netted by Raheem Sterling. The match was also remembered for not the most beautiful act of Sergio Aguero. In the 42nd minute, the Argentinian rudely treated the lineswoman, grabbing her by the neck. Such actions don't make you a man, Sergio. The final point of the day was the Newcastle vs Manchester United duel. The Red Devils snatched the victory right in the end of the match. Fernandes scored in the 86th minute, Wan-Bissaka in the 90th, Rashford in the 96th. In total 1-4. After the match were played, the tournament table looks like this. A sensational day in La Liga. Granada beat Sevilla 1-0 thanks to a goal from Herrera. Real and Barca have lost their principal rivals 0-1. Atletico had an away win over Celta with a goal by Luis Suarez. Real Madrid and Barcelona lost and did not score in the same match day for the first time in 20 seasons. Real lost to Cadiz in a home match. The only goal in the game was scored by Lozano. Barcelona in turn lost to Getafe. Mata converted a penalty in the 56th minute. By the way, what do you think? Was there a penalty or not? The opinions of experts on this matter were split. Now to other discussed episodes of the game. In the 30th minute, Griezmann missed a direct shooting chance. Also in the 40th minute, Getafe midfielder Alan Niom let himself go in the tackle with Messi and didn't even receive a yellow card. And in another tackle, again Niom rudely treated Fati and then declared to ANSU, "You are 18 years old and you are already faking a penalty?" Despite that, after the match, Koeman said that Niom had openly insulted him several times during the match. We wonder if the player will be punished somehow. After the match day, the league table is held in that way. Friends, we recommend you Inside Football channel. Follow the links and check out the fresh new video. It turns out that Pelé has more Ballon d'Ors than Messi. The video is in front of you. And we are saying goodbye for now. Have a nice one and see you in a bit.